you stealth load HL2.exe to a big bad Digimon, you could crash it. Oh man. Yeah, gotta be very careful in, like, you know, like, sizing up what the appropriate version of your, like, Digimon loading is. John, like, all animes disregard their rules. You know, if you don't check what, like, OS version your Digimon is beforehand, then, you know, it could be super incompatible with, like, VampireROM.exe. Because, like, VampireROM.exe version 2 is way different from version 1. You do not want version 2. That will mess up things made in the year before 1999. The Vampire ROM made, like, before 1999 will in fact give your Digimon, like, the, like, super virus that will make them terminally ill, and they will poop themselves to death. It's like a commonly known... Oh, come on. It's a very commonly reported bug that, like, many people hate, but, like, yo, we're just forced to run anyways because it's the best version. You accidentally frick your Digimon. Yeah, you're just like, oh hey, I found, like, you a new, like, move data disk. Here, Agumon, you should use it. And you, like, you'll feed it to him, and he just immediately just falls over, just stops moving. You're just like, oh, it turns out, like, you can't do that, or you will accidentally glitch their sleep, like, counter, and they'll fall asleep for 999 years. It's a really bad bug. Agumon changed his skull, Agumon. Oh, man. Like, you just, like, give him a disc, and he just turns into, like, Skull Greymon or some crap, and he just falls apart. And it's just like, oh crap, that's not normal. That's definitely not normal. Oh man. I like this dumb idea that it's like, you just give your Digimon, like, an item, and you see the light just leave their eyes, and they just, like, glitch out. And it's just like, oh, you okay, buddy? Poke his left eye while plugging his nose with two fingers to start Agron.exe in recovery mode. Oh man. It's like you have to, like, find a whistle blow so you can, like, reset the data. It's like, oh yeah, little do you know, like, blowing a dog whistle will actually, like, restore your Agumon's Qui, which is a very helpful tip that the programmers installed during the great doggo patch of 98. Oh man. It's like, you know, as a last resort, if your Digimon's not behaving properly, try smacking it upside the head. We find that this usually will restart the Digimon's hard drive. And it's like, oh, alright, I guess that would work. Oh man. It's like, just be careful, because, like, if you've held a magnet near your Digimon before doing this tactic, then you may erase all the save data on their programming. It's like, oh, I didn't know magnet could, like, I didn't know that, like, holding a magnet up to my Agumon could delete its backup files. You're just like, I thought I was just playing cute, like, you know, magnet games, but I was, like, putting this magnet next to its head. But I guess I was actually just ruining his warranty. Give your Digimon amnesia. Oh, man. Just... jeez. Just be where it's like, yo, some people delete the caches of their Digimon to, like, make up space. but like doing this may replicate infinite like boot up restart programs, which will create like great like links of lag in your Digimon's response time. This is not ideal. It's unethical to reformat your Digimon. Each nostril, scroll through the options. So you dive in this way. Make sure you don't actually press a nostril too many times. I'll just let 2 of them go. I probably should. I really should. Oh, is this... Oh, I didn't need a wave missile at all. I could... Wait, never mind. I actually did, because that's like... Alright, never mind. Boop this new ticket. So what happened to our game when Greymon, Commentarymon, Melgarumon were slowing down? Just Digimon lag. Done. It's all this. Yeah, it's like, make sure you don't, like, leave your Digimon plugged in overnight. Otherwise, it may reduce their active hours and cause them to sleep more often than normal. And it's like, wow, that's actually really good advice. I'll try not to do that now. Oh, man. It's like how they, like, defeat Diaboromon in the movie by just sending him so many emails that it just lags the crap out of him. And he just moves super slow. There's like, yeah, now we can stop him. Like he's running a program to launch a nuke, and they lag him to the point that, like, yo, runs at, like, 0% speed so they can beat him. Windows restore and refresh. Return truly change your Digimon's password. Do you still have cookies between Yeah. If your Digimon is eating too many cookies, make sure you give them a good pooping to get rid of all that cookie data. Otherwise, it may lag your system and make video buffering a problem. Install a VPN before warp Digimon and copy and paste URL. Oh man. Remember, like, install the zip files into the appropriate domain in your Digimon's organ folders. Otherwise, their heart may not beat properly. And it's like, geez, that's actually a serious problem. Just the image of, like, yo, Ty's just, like, yo, looking at a big, like, list of instructions. And he's, like, yo, watching, like, just a YouTube tutorial on it. And he's just like, I see. So if I, like, click and drag this into the wrong folder, then what the heck will happen? Please uninstall Adblockers. You just, like, you try to, like, go into a domain with your Agumon, install Flashpoint. You go to the domain, Agumon's just like, boy, I sure do love a thing like, Overwatch Switch Edition 2019. And you're just like, what? Agumon's like, yeah, hey, we should download Clash of Clans. And you just look over, and it's like, you're just like, wait, but like, why would you say that, Agumon? What's wrong with you? He's just like, hey, click the link below to make your penis larger. It's just like running Digimon ads. You just, like, walk into the desert area. Aqua's just like... It's just like... Hey, yo, I heard a story once. There's a woman who, like, saw her husband doing this thing. You won't believe what happened next. It's like, is it doing clickbait now? What the heck? How do I fix my Aquamon? He's like, here's 42 reasons why you should hate, like, Matthew Roderick. keeps talking about being sexy singles in my area. I'm dying. I feel like we've struck on something amazing here. Jeez. Just like... Oh, man. Agron's like, hey, Ty, what's like your bank account numbers again? And he's like, I need them to save my country. You see, I'm a Nigerian prince, and I've recently been dethroned. Ty just looks over, he's like, wait, what? It's like, I know that about you, Aquaman. Oh, man. Nigerian Prince Pokemon, need your bank account info. Thanks for the follow, man. Jeez. Epic Nigerian Prince Pokemon. I'm like yeah. She thought it was just a rock, but it was this unusual item instead. And Ty's like, oh, I want to know more about this. And you read through, it's just like, oh, it's just like, yo, it's just like a fossilized piece of poo. And it's like, wow, that's way less impressive than you made it sound, Agumon. What is wrong with you? Oh boy. He's like, hey, here's the top 10 reasons why Digimon's not such a bad guy after all. Or like, top 10 reasons why you should support Digimon's army. Yeah, he's like, no guys, maybe we should hear him out on this. Hopefully there are no microtransactions. Oh, like Digimon with microtransactions. Just freaking... like, Ty's just like, yo, try Gogoro on Digivolve. He's just like, oh, I can't, if only I had some Digicrystals, then I could do it. I've just done so many times in the last 48 hours. Oh, he's like, yeah, if you want Digicrystals, please buy Digicoin at $8.99 for like 100 units. Pay $5.99 for Digiegg of Miracles. 10 reasons how the Dark Masters actually saved the digital. Yeah. The funny thing is that I'd actually see it's like 10 reasons why Pokemon was the good guy all along. And it's like, number 10, why do you get the pizza while he gets the crust? And it's like, it's a pretty compelling argument, I guess. It's just mad, yes. Did you, Dustin, we're actually the bad guys. Oh, man. Just go to reference the pizza thing. Like, that's the one line I remember from, like, that big final battle. It's like, why do you get the pizza while I get the crust? And it's like, yeah, it's probably localization, but still, that's a pretty good way to, like, frame it. I referenced that liners. Oh, that's great. It's amazing. Oh, man. It's like, Paimon used to want to rule the world, but you won't believe what she had to say about it. It's like, go down, you're just like, oh, it's just some person being like, I don't like this. I hate that guy. It's like, yeah, I definitely could believe that, I guess, according to your, like, article. Oh, man. Like, I don't know if anyone's like, there's like, I don't even know if it's like active anymore. There's like a Twitter, like, user that I found recently that just runs a thing called, like, Stop Clickbait. It's literally just like, just them posting, like, images of just, like, big clickbait articles in their titles. It's like, oh, like, 10 things you want. It's like, like, they thought this was, like, just a rock, but inside was something you won't believe, and it's like, oh, it's a gold coin. It's like, just the entire channel is just, like, clickbait articles, and there's, like, a quick, like, like, one-sentence summary of just, like, oh, it's this thing. It's, like, one bizarre trick to, like, cut down on fat or whatever. It's like, eat more carbohydrates. What if the Dark Masters look like it's rookies? Come and find, yeah. Oh, man. Give it. There's like going to the new area. And it's like all 8 of like the partner Digimon just start like just like shouting out like spam and like clickbait at the same time. Like everyone just starts to slowly back away, just like, oh jeez, what's going on? There's like, oh, I don't think we have fixed this with the Digivice. Yeah, like, we have to install some hard VPN for this crap. Jeez. It's like, top 10 reasons why I like you. Friggin'. Top 10 reasons why Elmon is the worst musician of all time. Number 3 will surprise you. Doing Devimon, Belmon, and Gurmon, Mushroomon. Yeah, basically. Wait a minute, Mushroomon's not a rookie. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure Mushroomon's not a rookie. I could be wrong. Okay, so should do it. Just like, is Serafimon racist? New interview holds shocking answer. It's just like, nah, he's not. Or no, it's like, it's not, it's like, hey, was like Serafimon have to say about race relations? And he's like, we should work harder. It's like, you won't believe his answer to hard questions. Oh boy. There's just something about, like, effing, like, just fantasy creatures, and just super real, just, like, dumb bullcrap that actually exists. It's just like, oh yeah, this is just hilarious to me.